I'm Ryan from ExtremeTerrain.com, and this is my review of the Rugged Ridge Spartacus Roof Rack basket fitting all 1987 and up Wranglers. Today we're going to talk through the installation of this roof rack basket, which is very simple and will mount on any roof rack. I'm going to give this a 1 out of 3 wrenches, and this is something that anyone can get mounted to their roof rack very easily. We're also going to talk a little bit about the construction and a few of the other features of this basket. A roof rack basket is for those of you who have a roof rack and are looking for a way to be able to carry smaller items on that rack. Roof racks often have large holes between the bars where smaller items will simply fall through, and a basket is a really nice way to be able to carry small items and multiple smaller items securely. This roof rack basket does have a lower carrying capacity as far as weight goes than some of the other ones that we have on the website, but it really comes down to what you're looking to carry on the rack and what your budget is. Overall, I would say this is a very well-built rack that will fit on any roof rack you have. This is a steel roof rack basket, and I do prefer aluminum for anything that's going up on top of the Jeep. The lower you can keep the weight up there, the lower the center of gravity will be of your Jeep, and it just handles a little better, especially if you're somebody who's doing a lot of off-camber, off-road driving. However, if you're somebody who's staying on the road or isn't planning on carrying a very heavy load, a steel basket is just fine, and they'll usually save you some money over their aluminum counterparts. This basket here has a carrying capacity of around 132 pounds, which is a little bit less than some of the other baskets that we have, and will be considerably less than most of the roof racks that you're going to get. So if you're looking to carry the maximum amount of weight, I would recommend taking a look at one of the other baskets that are available. This basket does, however, come with a wind deflector, which is a really nice feature. Some of the other ones don't come with it. They might have it available, but you have to pay a little bit more. This comes with the wind deflector right in the box. That's going to help with some of the aerodynamic losses you're going to have from having a basket up on top of your roof rack, and will also help to deflect air up over top of whatever you're carrying in the basket. So if you have it tarped or strapped down, it'll keep the wind from buffeting and trying to move things around. Even though this is the Rugged Ridge Spartacus Roof Rack basket, this will fit on the Spartacus Roof Rack, but will also fit on any other roof rack you might have. This is a universal fit basket that will fit on any roof rack on any Wrangler. Another really nice feature about this basket is the fact that it does have sides, and the way that this is constructed, you have a ton of different options for ratchet straps or for bungee cords to keep everything you put in the basket from falling out of the basket. In fact, the sides even come in a little bit as they come up to the top, which allow you to tuck items underneath and really keep everything nice and secure. As far as installation goes, this is really more of an assembly than it is an installation. And because of the way that this roof rack basket ships, it's really in 2 main pieces that you just need to slide together. Of course, from there's an additional bar that helps to support the wind deflector itself, and a couple of brackets that go in the center to keep these 2 halves together. But really it is more about assembling the basket on the ground, and then you just attach it onto the roof rack very easily. So again, this comes in 2 pieces, and each of the tubes have a little rubber block-off plate on the end of it to keep the tubes from getting dinged up. So you'll remove those and slide the 2 halves of the basket together. Then there are large plastic covers that go over the center section to keep these 2 halves from sliding apart. And finally, there is a crossbar that goes across the front here, allowing you to attach that acrylic wind deflector onto it. And then you're pretty much finished with the assembly. From there, you just hoist this up on the roof rack itself and use the brackets that are included with the roof rack basket to attach it to the roof rack. Now, that process is going to be slightly different depending on which roof rack you have, but it's a very simple process. Assembly and getting this installed shouldn't take you more than an hour, and you won't need any specialty tools to get it done, just some traditional hand tools. This roof rack is going to be slightly less expensive than some of the other ones that we have on the website. However, it also has a lower carrying capacity than some of the other ones, so you certainly have to take that into account. This does come with the wind deflector, which is an option on some of the other roof rack baskets, so it's a little bit of pros and cons. If you look at this from a build quality standpoint, I think this is built really well. I think that it looks good on the Jeep, and I think it is functional, although again, the carrying capacity is a little bit low as far as the weight goes. You can spend $50 more and get a basket that's going to hold a little bit more weight, but if you're only carrying lighter things up on your roof rack and you like the look of this basket, you might as well save a little bit of money and go with this one. So if you have a roof rack on your Jeep and you're looking for a basket so that you can carry smaller items and have more options for tying things down, this is going to be a good basket to take a look at. This may have a lower carrying capacity as far as weight than some of those other baskets on the website. However, it is also a little bit less expensive, so it might be a good way to save a little bit of money. So that's my review of the Rugged Ridge Spartacus Roof Rack Basket fitting all 1987 and up Wranglers that you can find right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.